Good evening, friends. Today we are going to learn about the five important topics: regulation of traffic, leaky bucket algorithm, token bucket algorithm, regulator types, and fairness. So let's get started with the traffic management and its regulation. Traffic management is basically a tool for regulating the traffic so that the quality of service is maintained between the source and the destination. This figure shows that if you try to multiplex the traffic, it may cause some delay in the network, which is not desirable. Next, we will look at about one of the most important concepts in order to regulate the traffic, that is leaky bucket algorithm. Leaky bucket algorithm, the name itself comes from this figure that if you have a bucket which has a leakage and if the tap pours down the water comes out at a constant rate. Same concept is applied here. The host sends the packet at unregulated flow. This bucket then releases the packet in a regulated manner so that the traffic is regulated in a network. In order to demonstrate that, let's say we have a bucket whose size is which can hold up to 1000. So if we have three packets which are size as illustrated, the first packet is 500, so it allows to pass because n is greater than 500. Now n is equal to 500 after this packet is gone. Now again n is greater than 500, so it will allow this packet to pass through as well. Now n is again come to 100, but now n is less than 200. So it doesn't allow this packet to pass through and this packet is discarded. Next we will look at the token bucket algorithm. The token bucket algorithm, a token is added to this bucket at every delta t interval. The token can hold up to a certain limit and when more tokens is arrived, that token is discarded. Let's say a packet of size m bytes is arrived and m tokens are removed from the packet and packet is sent to the network. If less than n tokens are available to the network, then the packet is discarded from the network. Next we will look at the fairness concept. Before that we'll look into types of regulators. Regulators are basically another way of controlling the traffic in a network. There are three types of network regulators. Policer, which is basically if the packet is discarded. Packet is discarded if its packet cannot be sent within a time. Shaper is basically used in it helps to buffer the packet until the packet can be sent again. And marker basically marks the packet as a low priority compared to other packets so that it can be sent after the other packets can be sent. Now we will look at the concept of fairness. Basically the name itself suggests that everyone has an equal priority and everyone should receive equal amount of services, but in the network system if the charge is proportional to the service granted, so if you give a particular amount of charge you will get a particular service. Fairness index basically shows that if you have n users and total number of service is e not r, then each user will receive r by n. So in order to the meaning to say that it's each one receives the equal priority. But max mean fairness gives a different type of concept. It shows that source should receive what it demands. It shouldn't receive more than what is demanding for. Here I'll show you with an example. C is the capacity, S is the number of sources. Here we have, let's take 3. Di is the demand of ith source. Here we have 3 sources whose requirement is 20, 35 and 80. So here if the total capacity is 100, first of all this capacity is divided equally among all the 3, so each one will get 33, 33, 33. Now this has 13 more than what it is required, so this 13 is again divided equally into 3, so 20 plus 13 by 3, that is, let's say 4, 4, 4, so this will be 24, 37 and 37. Now again this has 4 more than what it's required and this has 2 more than this requires, so this is 6 is again divided into 2, so that will be 22, 37 and 39. This has 2 more than what it requires and 2 more than, so in this way it continues until it receives 25, 35 and rest is given to the last source. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for listening.